Okay, well, hello viewers, and welcome back to City Skylines once again. We've continued, or we've resumed exactly where we had left off last time. So, in the meantime, I've been busy just painting more of this high-density residential zone. And, well, in the process, more of our people are starting to move in, building some of these lovely apartment buildings, condominiums, and other things as we go along here. So, yeah. Taking a look at that nice city view once again. We're starting to see some tall buildings on this side of the river as well. But we have definitely quite a nice lovely view popping up here and there. So, taking a look at what people want, they want more commercial zones, less housing, and well, with that said, I'm going to start to demolish some of the industry zones here counterintuitively, because we can replace these with the tier 2 version of them as well, some high density, well, commercial areas. So we don't see that much of a change, seeing as how we had well, started out with those level 4 commercial zones and we're replacing them with well, higher density ones really. But these ones should help us out. This is already becoming another wonderful part of the city. So overall, this is pretty good. Crime is at a low. Fire safety is for the most part good. We'll have to improve on this area shortly. And average pollution is still more or less centered around some of the other areas right over here. Offices are 96% happy. So this is very nice. Now, taking a look at education, it looks like a lot of the people who are uneducated are actually living inside some of the high density zones. A lot of the people who have a high school education are evidently living over here. And I would imagine that, yeah, more of the well-educated people, the few that we have, are most likely going to live closer to right over here. Well, no, actually, we only have a few sparse people living inside this zone right here. And taking a look at that, say for example, perhaps if I can find it here, housing say costs. Let's see, where is it? Land value over here. The highest in land value is, from the looks of it, in over here in this neighborhood. This area is more so medium, although in the center of Cherry Hills there's still a span of pretty decent housing, I would say. Okay, so this is good. This is very nice to know. What I think I'll do here is I'll smash these down, repaint this that lovely deep blue color once again, so that people over here can have some nice shopping, so some real high density shopping. So that should be good. And you know what? I think we'll do the same thing over here. We can get rid of some housing. We can paint that blue, because we're already trying to swap a lot of the housing out for areas over here. So this will be good. And now, to make this more so of a mixed zone, kind of want to have some industry nearby my town. So I'm trying to figure out what can I kind of take down to make into a commercial zone. So we already have a lot of pollution, and we probably will keep having a lot over there, so I don't think we'll do that. In that case, let's build off of over here. Sorry to the folks who are living here, but I need the back portion of the road. So we'll make something like that. We'll convert this back area into some more offices like this, and that pretty much that'll concentrate some more work right over here. And that should be good for now. What else can we do? I can probably make this area right over here a giant district as well. So let's start by doing that, and let's paint all of this as one, well, this is probably going to be our metropolis area. So let's see what the game calls this. Pleasant Park. Right. So that'll be that. And oh, we're starting to get some congestion right over here. And on the side road, so we'll have to see what we can do about fixing those issues shortly as well. And I have an idea to solve this area, but perhaps the first thing I should do is to handle this dirt road right over here. There we go. Didn't notice that. So, what I plan on doing is that we might want to take a minute here to focus on solving some of the traffic issues. Let's see, we probably need another graveyard before we do that, though. So, with that said, medical section right over here. Let's put a graveyard right near the main road area, right here. So that should give people a nice way to dispose of the dead, and that'll send out all of the hearses to do their business. And in the meantime, I see some jams happening right over here. So what I can do here is that we can set this up so that the road system is more efficient. So I'll start over here, and I figured this episode we'll do some road improvements, I guess. So, taking a minute right here just to observe what exactly is happening. It looks like a lot of people need to merge through these areas, and that is causing some problems for them. So, the only real solution to this is to probably go vertical. And with that said, here's what we're going to do. We're going to check up on some of these buildings over here. They don't seem to be that important. So I'm gonna see whether or not we can perhaps build some roads going over like that to connect to the other side of town. So what I mean by that is we're going to do this again. I'm gonna pop something up right here. I'm gonna see whether or not we can perhaps link that down and connect it right over there. And now this is going to tell us this is too steep, but that is absolutely fine. We just need to go further through the city in that case. And we can probably... Oh, never mind. This was meant to be a dual lane road. I had originally thought of it as a one-way lane road, but changed my mind at the end. Anyhow, this is going to go something like that. And this should help out a bit by reducing the amount of traffic that for people who want to like switch onto the turnabout just to get in here. So hopefully we'll see some people using that shortly. Yeah, so there we go. We get some throughput of people traveling between the two areas going like that. And now this is almost... Oh, yikes. This is almost a complete standstill. So yeah, what else can we fix up over here? So I noticed that some people want to come in here. Some people really do indeed need to go this way. And taking a look at where they're going, they seem to want to go across the bridge right over here. And the bridge area over here, oh yikes, is actually also pretty damn backlogged. So, you know what? Here's what we'll do. Why is this backlogged? A lot of people are accessing the jobs right over here from the high density residential or from the high density areas over here. So let's bridge that and let's make sure that, well, we let these people know that we care about them and we have, or we hopefully have a solution to their problem. So this isn't necessarily going to be all too nice, but it's going to be, I would say, decently efficient. So what I figured we'd do is that we don't necessarily need the power lines over here anymore, so we can get rid of them. But this is going to be, yeah, it's going to be kind of a mega bridge, if you will. Hopefully that connects. Nope. I saved the game before this, so luckily if we run into some problems over here, it's not too big of a deal for me. So now I kind of want this bridge to curve in through here. I don't necessarily want it to touch the residential area there all too much, but this looks like it'll do. So that'll give us a nice highway access ramp through the city for the people living over here. So I'd assume, yeah, that would solve some of the issues with people being able to go through here now. A lot of traffic will be diverted, hopefully onto the side road with people going through there. And now the other thing is that people really want to go in and out through this this access right over here as well. We'll get to that issue shortly. But for now, what I wanted to do is we'll need to institute a bigger road, I think, connecting these two areas together. And you know what? Honestly, I might just remove all of these smaller roads altogether and fix this up as an entirely new part of town, because our city is growing at a rate that that from the looks of it we just can't contain, really. So yeah, that is one thing. And now let's take a look at it. So yeah, progress is being made here. Some people are starting to use this new road, making the main road less, well, inefficient or less clutterish. But it's not perfect just yet. And there's a few different things we can fix up. So for example, this can be probably a one-way road. So let's pause the game and let's try to fix these issues up. We can get rid of all of this and all of this too. And we can make this into a... I'm gonna have some nice lovely trees on the side here, but we can make this a giant one-way road. We can connect this one-way road onto it just like before. And over here, same thing. We're gonna delete these and this for now. Make this into a giant one-way throughput road. Hopefully make this somewhat pretty using the curved roads here. And now what I think I'll do is that honestly these buildings probably aren't going to be here for very long, so I'm going to demolish them anyways, more or less, because they honestly really don't serve too much in the grand scheme of things. Better traffic is worth more to me than those buildings right now, so remove those. See if that improves the traffic and by how much. So still, we're having some problems with this roundabout, putting people into places and really doing the such like that. So what we'll do here is we'll reconnect this area for better throughput. So now people can use that entrance to go over there. And now taking a look at this, how are we doing for traffic throughput now? So these little minor junctions will cause a few delays. This big old bridge on top handles dual-way traffic, so it relieves people going both ways over here. Middle of the city, things are looking good. Now that we have this bridge, it looks like a lot of the throughput is being pushed over there. So that is good as well. And I see a lot of people going down through this area because this is a one-way access place. So we already have one entrance. We already have two entrances bringing people into this part of the city, but we only have one exit going out. Or I shouldn't say that. We have another one over here, but it really relies on these two roads. So in that case, let's see, what can we do? What can we do to improve this place? What are these, by the way? Oh, these are factories. Okay, garment factories. Without remodeling the city over, I think what I can do is that maybe I can work off of this entry right over here. It's going to destroy a lot of the city, but hey, you know what? It isn't an authentic large city unless it destroys a large portion of it, right? So I figured we'd make perhaps like a ramp going across here, and then we'd link it up over here. That would be the most direct way for people to have, say, a mixture of things. Something like that. That is evidently going to be too steep, though. Or maybe not. Nope, that will be. Okay. I might honestly just have to say screw it and redesign the place entirely. But we'll see. Now, let's see. The biggest problem is just getting traffic through here, but from the looks of it, the rest is fine. In that case, you know what? We might as well move some of the jobs over here. So let's strip out all of this. Make a few minor offices on this side of town. Make a big building right over here. And likewise, I'm going to de-zone a lot of the green over here, and we're going to replace that with some. Or no, never mind. We're going to replace some with the dark green. So that'll fix things up right nicely. And there we go. So now let's see, where else can we fix traffic up? So traffic throughput is good right around anywhere else. So now let's see, this junction I think we can do without. There's a bit of redundancy right here, where while this part is still useful, the main people using it seem to be coming from back here. So what we're going to do is that I can get rid of it. I can extend this road further down, and what I can do is hopefully build over and down. So now building down is the hard part. Let's get rid of this. And going down, maybe we can link it like that. So this will be good. Yeah, so now people won't have to be delayed by here, but at the same time, people perhaps going from some of these factories right over here still have access in and out. So there we go. And hey, would you look at that? We have a medical clinic sandwiched right between the two, and I think it just put a car on top of the road instead. Look at that! Brilliant. That's good. It's nice to know that people have direct access to this clinic too. Where are they even sending these ambulance? Oh, I see. They go around and then through. That's kind of neat. I guess they figured that's the most efficient way to send people around. All right, that's fair. Okay. So that part fixes well, one lane of traffic. Over here, I think we can fix up this area as well. It looks like a lot of people are still wanting to go on the bridge. So, here's how I figured we'd solve this area right over here. We'd get rid of these smaller ramps, or these smaller access passages. And now, this bridge in itself is going to just push people down and out. So, instead of making it a junction like that, why don't we just hook this back up onto the transport map, or onto the turnpike like that. And over here, why don't I, if I can, I'm gonna get rid of this school because we really do need to. Why don't I just bridge it across like that? And now all I have to do is replace the high school, and I think we'll put the high school, say, somewhere a lot less occupied, so maybe right over here. That'll give that area a lot of coverage as well, so that's pretty good. And there. So that should allow people to use the turnabout right over here, as well as make the main access here real easy to use. And there we go. Looks like that area is solved. Now over here, this is the crucial area that we really need to fix up. So here's how I would look at it. This main area, this four-way junction is the cause of this problem. I didn't expect this area to get so busy, all so sudden. So with that said, this can be considered a main road from now on. We don't necessarily need this to be like that. And what I can do here is that I can do exactly what we've seen before, you know, rule of thumb, if you can go over it, right? So we'll get rid of that area right there. We'll demolish, I think that's a clinic. And what this will do is hopefully go right around the top there, connect to, let's see, how do I want to do this? I think I wanted to just connect downwards like that. And now this is going to sacrifice some of this area. What is this? This is probably another special building. We're going to get rid of that and we're going to replace it shortly. But this is going to cause, where this is going to create another mainline road that we can use. And now I do believe this can go under and through, so sorry to the folks who live over here, but this road is, well, being repurposed, so we'll get rid of those. And we'll extend this all the way down to the edge here. And with this, I think we can put some new apartment buildings right over here, some high density zones now, to solve some of the issues right over here. So speaking about that, we can also kind of link up these two areas here as well. So for example, I can link that to that junction, and over here we can, this is going to be messy, but I'm going to do that. I want to keep the junctions, the small, I want to try to keep junctions at a minimum here, if at all possible. Taking a look at this, what I think I'll also be able to do here is, I don't necessarily want a junction, but I can probably do a one-way road linking up that area. And yeah, that helps out, but would have been better if this was a one-way type of thing. And that should hopefully relieve some throughput to the offices over here. And now the big question is, well, how are people going to get back on this main road without causing too much congestion as well? We have a good system over here for relieving, or right now it shouldn't be that big of a problem because more or less people can enter the area easily and they can just use this road to exit real easily. But later on that'll be a problem. We're going to fix that in one go. In the meantime, over here, okay, let's see. Some people still, they're still having some troubles right over here. So in that case, you know what? Here's what we're gonna do. This road, where do they need to go? They need to go to the middle junction. We're going to do this, you know, again, rule of thumb. If we can help it, what we're going to do here is that we're going to make one-way roads that take people straight to where they want to go. So now, what I hope to do is that maybe we can wrap around this one-way road so that it links right through here. And people will be able to go through, up and over, go to their endpoints just like that. And in the meantime, the rest of the roads here serve them well enough so that they can access any of the other areas really easily as well. And in the meantime, I'm going to do some city development over here, so bear with me. I don't care too much about the buildings right now. And alright, so it looks like that fixes up most problems. And ooh, we have a unique building. We have a city, a statue of wealth, and this should make areas significantly more happier. So you know what? I'm gonna put this probably near the university area right there. So this is kind of a cool thing, and it fits in perfectly right over here as well. Right, well, I think this will be another video, so we'll make a cut, and we'll come back with more cities, well, cities skylines.